There are two gifts that God has given a man, and no other mortal creature has it. These two things are none other than mind and your speech. That is, your power of speaking. The gift of these two is equivalent to immortality if used righteously. If you are able to put these tools into right usage, you can be immortal. This is one of the translation of Walter Scott, who has shown us the power of mind and speech and how does it affects the human body and their lives and circumstances. He says that no other animal, no other creature on this earth has the ability to have a mind and the ability to speak at the same time. Any animal does not has the ability, both the abilities, I would say. They do have a mind, but they don't have the ability to speak. So we, being the mortal creatures, have both of these tools, yet we don't know how to change our life with the help of these tools. We are so absorbed in our daily routines, in our daily lives, that we have forgotten our power, the power of our body, the power which we were created with. So today I am going to tell you how you can change your life by just talking to yourself in the right way. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Isha Rajput, and for those who are new, I talk about law of assumption, manifestation and self-development. So if you are interested in these, stick around and I would love to have you here. Whatever you talk, it is your life. The first fact, I don't know if you haven't realized it or have realized it and yet are not doing anything about it. Whatever you speak, it is your life. Because whatever you speak, you believe in it, subconsciously or consciously, and it reflects back into your reality and it becomes your circumstances. Okay, for example, you are a school going student, okay, and you don't have a good relationship with this one kid in the class. Every now and then they or you pick a fight with them or they pick a fight with you. So tomorrow is a new day again, and you are assuming that tomorrow also there is an event in which they will be picking up a fight with you. You are assuming this at your home before the day comes. And now what happens is you go to the school with this attitude, this assumption that, okay, there is that kid and they picks a fight up on me. And even if they don't pick a fight with you, you subconsciously create the energy there, or you say you subconsciously behave. Your body languages changes when you assume something, okay? So you create an energy there in which you believe that that person is going to pick up a fight with you. And even if he does not do that, you, instead of being calm and being quiet, you go and pick a fight with them. What happens is your assumption comes true. And your assumption was you will have a fight with them. And most of us don't realize that whatever we had talked to ourselves internally, the inner self, whatever we were speaking, the same thoughts, the same lines comes out of our mind, and we react the same way which we have visualized. So what you have done, you have visualized all the conversation, all of the lines and punches which you will be throwing at the other person, and now you are sticking to that visualization and you're telling yourself that there is no other alternative, and you are going to stick to this visualization and carry on like this. So in the end, what will happen? You will have a fight. Same goes to our life. Whatever we talk to ourselves internally, it becomes our reality. Whether you do it subconsciously, whether you do it consciously, whatever you talk to yourself about, it becomes your circumstances. Here, Neville Goddard in the book Awakened Imagination tells us about a statement, and he says, inner talking mirrors our imagination, and our imagination mirrors the state with which it is fused. If the state with which we are fused is the cause of the phenomenon of our life, Then we are relieved of the burden of wondering what to do, for we have no alternative but to identify ourselves with our aim. And inasmuch as the state with which we are identified mirrors itself in our inner speech, then to change the state with which we are fused, we first must change our inner talking. So he says that inner talking mirrors our imagination, and our imagination mirrors the state with which it is fused. Suppose you are talking inside your head, okay? You're not talking out loud, you are thinking in your head about something. So you're thinking constantly and your mind is on it 24/7. It will eventually form your imagination, okay? And when you repeat that imagination again and again, it becomes your reality. Suppose you are feared, like you're scared that you will gain weight. And now you are just talking to yourself inside your head, oh, I am gaining weight and I should not eat this before meal. I should not eat this. I should not eat that. It will make me fat. And you are talking to yourself internally inside your head. And then based on that speech, you are forming an imagination that this food, whatever I'm consuming, is making me fat. I am becoming obese because of this food. And what eventually is happening, your body just listens to you. It doesn't have a brain. It just obeys your order. So whenever you are consuming that specific food, your body is signaled with a speech, with an order that this food is unhealthy and it will have side effects on your body and your body will become obese. So eventually, over the period of time, you can even develop allergies to that food if you constantly tell yourself that this food is unhealthy for you. That's how we develop such things, okay? The fears and the phobias, the allergies as well. And we can literally fix these things by just rightly applying the tool of speech that was gifted to us by something supernatural, something which is beyond our visions. And literally, if instead of telling yourself that this is unhealthy, this is giving me side effects, this is causing my body a lot of harm, instead of telling every time while consuming the food, you should be talking opposite, like, no, the thing that I'm consuming is not unhealthy to me. It's literally nurturing my body with all the nutrition that is required. I am healthy, my intestine is healthy, my body crave healthy things. I am a good eater, I'm not a picky eater. I eat all the things which my body requires. I automatically crave something which is healthy for me. Things like this. If you talk yourself internally like this, then your imagination will be formed on these speeches. And once your imagination is formed, you will automatically start doing those things. So this video is totally about how to talk to yourself internally positively, with optimism, or say in a good way, not in a bad way. So this book, The Awakened Imagination by Neville Goddard, in this book he has shared a quote by one of the favorite quotes that I have read so far. It's those that go searching for love only make manifest their own lovelessness, and the loveless never find love. Only the loving find love, and they never have to seek for it. So what we are able to understand from this thing is, whenever a person who is alone, and suppose he wants a relationship with someone, and they are going outside to find the love and constantly telling themselves, oh, there is nobody to love me. I am not loved. I am not wanted. I am not loved. I am not wanted. Everybody thinks I'm boring. You are constantly telling yourself, and you're going out in the search of love. But you are talking to yourself like this. Even though if you will get in a relationship, you will always feel like you are not loved, you are not taken care of, you are not worth it, you are a boring person. You will always feel like this if you will not change the way you talk to yourself. So here he says that even if a person finds love like that, it will be loveless. There will be no love to yourself or to your partner. There will always be worries and anxiety. And only a loved person finds love. He means to say that a person who constantly tells himself or constantly believes that I am loved, I am wanted, I'm supported, I am creative, I am fulfilled, I am satisfied, I'm contented. The person who believes in these things, who has a lifestyle of living like this, only that person finds the true love, which is filled with love. See, this is the beauty of talking to yourself internally. So instead of, even if you have a shitty life right now, stop talking to yourself negatively. Stop thinking about suicides. Stop thinking about you're not worth it. Stop believing that you're not worth it, because nobody in this on this earth is not worthy. We were all created with so much precision. We have like thousands of, like billions and trillions of cells in us, billions and trillions of tiny veins, big veins. All those are connected rightly in our body right now. So we were not created by humans. We were created by something which is beyond our vision, which is supernatural. You can call it God, you can call it universe. But if we were created with such precision, we and this earth was created with such precision, and it's working on its own, then something was there which thought that you were worth it. You are the only person who is telling you that you are not worth it, but you actually are. You are just living in an assumption that you are not worth it. So drop that assumption right now. Drop it right now and tell yourself, if I was created with such a perfection and precision, that means I am worth it. Somebody out there, which I cannot see, which I cannot believe, which I cannot hear, thinks I'm worth it. He thinks that I deserve everything, because if he or she doesn't, then you would not be listening to this video. Stop talking to yourself negatively. And here I'll tell you another reason why. The reason is, if you want something in your life, if you actually want something in your life, okay, suppose you have an aim that I want this thing in my life, and you want to achieve it, but you are a negative talker. You talk to yourself negatively. You think like whatever task you put your hands on is doomed to be failed. Whatever you will do, you will quit it in the middle. Whatever you will try to complete, you will feel disheartened in the halfway or even in the starting, and you'll just quit it. And it will never be on your hands again, and you will never be working on it. So instead of thinking like that about your goal or about your aim, you can think like, this is one of the lines given by Neville Goddard: to be held by the inner speech of fulfilled desire is to be safely anchored in the life. So here what Neville Goddard says is, when you talk to yourself in a way as your desires are fulfilled, as your dream has been realized by you, your wish has been fulfilled, when you talk to yourself from that point of perspective, you feel safe, you feel satisfied, and eventually those things come to you. Circumstances and conditions of our life are pictured out through our inner talking and solidified sound. See, everything is energy. We are just conditioned to believe that this world is 3D, but it's actually 12D or more than that, who knows. And even I'm standing right here, I'm 1% matter and 99% energy. And even if I'm speaking, my throat is vibrating. That means it's a vibration, it's a frequency. The sound that I'm producing right now is an energy. So if I am using this energy rightly, I can literally change my life the way I want it to be. You can literally feel your energy when you talk. If you keep your hand right here, you are vibrating. Your body, your throat is vibrating at a certain frequency so that you can hear my sound. That is what I'm talking about. It's energy everywhere. Energy never dies. It can be reduced, it can be increased, but it never dies as long as you are alive, as long as you have the soul in your body intact. So use this energy like talking to yourself from the point of desire fulfilled, from the point of your dream realized already. Like you And for example, you want a job and you don't have a job right now. So instead of thinking of it like, oh, it would have been so nice that if I had a job there and here. And instead of just creating a lack in you, whenever we create such thoughts, we feel a sense of lack in us that we don't have anything. Instead of thinking from that perspective, you can think like, oh, I have the job that I want. I think the things are going to turn out way more beautiful than I expected. I feel something big is coming in my life. And if you create the right desired end, the desired picture, then by repeating that desired picture in your mind again and again, you can literally manifest anything in this world you want. And for the desired end, I mean here, according to Neville Goddard, our task is to get the right sentence, the one which implies that our desire is realized, and fire the imagination with it. All this is intimately connected with the mystery of the still small voices. So what does Neville Goddard means here? He says that we, in order to talk rightly to ourselves, have to find the right sentence. The right sentence which actually makes us feel that our dream is realized, our wish is fulfilled, and the proper mental picture which depicts that we have our wish come true. Like for example, if you want the job of your dreams, you want a job at certain place. So all you can do is if you got approved, like suppose yourself, like hypothetically speaking, if you got the job right now you would be handshaking with someone who would have approved to appoint you as certain position. And you can literally imagine yourself shaking hands with that person and feeling the hand of other person while shaking the hand. Okay, so you can, and the words that are coming out of his mouth, like congratulations Mr. or Mrs. this, you have this job. You can imagine those words and you can actually hear them in your visualization. All you have to do is repeat those visualizations again and again, 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. And that's all you have to do. And during the day, if ever those questions come to you, oh, I don't have it, how can I literally live in a reality where I don't have it, but I am telling myself that I have it? Just anchor your thought. Like whenever the question arises, see what it is. If it is a fear, if it is something else, just work with it, deal with it, and then tell yourself, I have the dream job. I am appointed as certain post. I am congratulated by that person who is appointing me. And repeat that mental picture in your mind. That's all. That's all you are supposed to do. And be patient. These are the 4 simple steps that all you can do. But people out there has made manifestation so complex, and they have literally, they have been victims of their own imagination again and again. They don't know how to control their thoughts, and they are just blaming others, the law of assumption that, oh, they have ruined my life, like this and that. It's all your mental image. It's all your imagination. So don't worry, relax, and don't talk negatively to yourself. Whether you have to find the love of your life, whether you have to lose the weight, whether you have to travel to any destination, whether you want your dream job, whether you want to manifest money, whether you want to manifest fame, whatever it is, just form a desired end picture and a sentence that depicts that you already have your wish come true. That's all you're supposed to do. That's all for today. And I love you guys. I love the way you have been responding to my few videos. And even if you have any doubts related to manifestations and queries, just drop a comment down below. I'll be replying to all of them. And if I found any relevant topic which hasn't been touched by anybody, I would be making a separate video for them as well. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, keep watching. Bye.